Hey everybody, you don't know me, but my name is JC and I am a mother. This is the first time that I have been out of the house for, let's just say, well, time doesn't matter. Time never matters as a, but let's just say it's been a while, okay? It's been a while, and if you can't tell by my eagerness for communication and how awkward I am during this introduction, then I don't know how else to tell you. I just don't. I am a homeschool mom of two boys, and I can already tell when I first came out here that I was being judged by every single person in this room. Yeah, especially you. I saw you. I did. So you know it's bad when you're getting dressed in civilian clothes and your oldest son goes, "Where are we going?" And it's like, excuse me, child. Please do not act like I don't get dressed in real clothes every day. First of all, it's very insulting. How disgusting do you think I am, right? Like, it's so crazy. Like he's acting like I wear permanent pajamas that are painted on my body, and that cannot be. And that's just not the case. It's not true. No. Secondly, the nerve to just assume that he's automatically invited. I mean, no. Like, I'm going somewhere, you just happen to be there. You're my tag along. Okay, I just can't leave you at home. It's kind of illegal to have you and your brother in a room with Curious George and a bag of Goldfish taped to your face. I can't do that. That's very different. That's why you are with me, because it's not an invitation, it's just an obligation. Okay, I would love to do all of this driving by myself. Actually, I prefer it. I prefer it because just the very idea of not having somebody throw dirty tissues at me from behind my head like I'm a huge trash can, I will go find the tape right now if I can. Okay. To be fair, my house pajamas did smell like they had too much house on them, so I forgave them. I got it. I understood. But truthfully, I love my home. I love my house. I love my kids. I actually like my kids. That's different to like your kids. I mean, we have to love our kids, but liking them is a little, But I actually really like them. I think they're really cool kids. But people act like I just lost my job when they ask me what I do. They're like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, well, I'm a published author, and I run an online business, and I homeschool my kids. I'm a homeschooling mom. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm like so sorry." I grew up with a working mom. I went to public school in Connecticut, so I was not homeschooled. So I had a preconceived idea that homeschooling was just a bunch of weirdos gawking like zoo animals because they never saw two legs before. And they're like, "What? Can you believe that they just get up and like walk like that? Like, that's insane. That's crazy." Or they had like zero social skills. Like you would just put your hand out to shake it, and they would just like lick it because they didn't know what to do with it. Like, obviously, this is not true. They only look stuff for fun. It's not part of any greeting. But can we just acknowledge that kids across the board are all weird? Every kid is weird. I mean, have you been to a public school in America recently? They are licking everything there. Okay, it's insane. It's insane. So the audacity to think that only homeschool kids are weird is truly baffling. I mean, just think of the chaos that goes on in a room of 35-year-olds and one semi-sane adult. I mean, it's insane. 30 kids to one adult. Now, I'm surprised that they haven't taken her and put her in a room with Curious George and taped the bag of Goldfish to her face. I mean, what teachers have to deal with is utter nonsense, truly. I mean, you're just thinking that she's literally in charge of 30 mouths just saying, "Are we done yet? I'm hungry. When's lunch? I lost my pencil. My shoe is too tight. My sock is falling. I want to go home. I need to go potty," all at the same stinking time. So in between teaching that common hardcore dumb math and science, now she actually has to make sure that every single child does not have scissors. That is not easy to do. I don't care what you say, because every kid wants the scissors. My point is that kids are just naturally weird. They just are. They're just exploring the world, and they really just don't know how to act right. And so they're not really bad. They're just trying to figure it all out. But you have these public school kids who are eating glue and picking their ears and pulling their noses and fidgeting their legs so fast that it looks like they're sitting on top of washing machines. And yet people have the nerve to look at me, where the ratio, by the way, is only 2 to 1, and go, "I'm so sorry." It's like, actually, no, I'm sorry. I really am. Because your kid's probably in public school trying to actually learn something, but they got little Johnny behind them that just won't stop poking them with a ruler. And my kids just get to fist fight in the living room while listening to an audiobook at our house. So, I mean, honestly, do you know the luxury of being the teacher and the principal? I actually get to dish out the lessons and the punishments. And that's just a beautiful, beautiful thing.